Well, hello. Welcome back to Hammerway. This is Viking Stew. We had the epic show yesterday, and I was just going over something today via text with a friend of mine, and I just thought I'd make good use of some of the video stuff that I didn't use yesterday because it was sounding like crap out of. And you know what? Shut up. Just do it. Here we go.
Look at how cool this is. Signed by all 5 band members
of Steel Dragon.
Perfect insanity, man.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me, mate?
Hey, so I'm back. I have this thing that went out of town, and while we were on the road, my good buddy PJ sent me a text, and in fact, I was gonna bring this up. I have a printed copy I can show you here, but if I can get to it here, then I could show it to you. He sent me a fantastic photo today. That was pretty funny. Let me see if I can just. I wonder if I can drag and drop this thing. It doesn't look like it. Let me see if I can do that, or if I can copy it, and then we can just make a quick thing here. Do that thing there. Let's make it that. Whoops. Oh, come on. Come on. We'll do that. We can, flatten the whole thing, and we could just do a save. Just do a quick save as into the folder for tonight's show. Make it say survey says. Let's just say that not Servetti. Good God. Survey says ... Okay. And into the art we go. And that's so bitchin'. All right. Now let's put it in here. Shall we? For those of you who caught the show, I'm going to be going back through that video. I got to do some editing on that, what I did last night. I was silent in the beginning. How cute and how wonderful was that? So professional. It's like I know what I'm doing. Don't ever fool yourself. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you big old monkey butt. I didn't save it right. So anyway, I was so happy to get this project done yesterday. So glad to have everybody along with me. We got storms going on now, so I won't stay on too long because God knows if I'm gonna get knocked out of power. Probably shouldn't happen, but you just never know. Okay, here we go. I think this is right. And here we go. All right. So, okay, so here we go. I'm going to put this up. Give yourself 1 point for each band you've seen live. Hi, I've got puppies in here now. So this, if you have seen all of these, your top score would be 48. Is that right? 48? That can't be right. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. No, 40. Wait. Hold on a second. 32. Yeah, 48. Yeah, there's 16. There's 16 in each column. Now, I don't know how, if you look at the last row, it's got Black Sabbath and Ozzy. I mean, I saw them both because of Ozfest. So I don't know. I kind of counted that as 2. I don't know. Unfortunately, I never did get to meet Ozzy. Oh, are you going to start squeaking now? Where'd that come from? I don't know. Okay. So yeah, so I went through. Now, just for fun, between me and my buddy, I said that, hey, Blake, what's up? That intro is sweet. Thank you. Thank you. That was kind of the ones left over from yesterday, but I think it's something about my speaker here on the computer that just wasn't letting me hear it right. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get that messaging thing figured out. So I asked him just for fun. I said, hey, dude, do I get extra credit if I've met the band too? And he's like, of course, absolutely. So I said, okay. So my score on here, total, because I forgot one, is 41. So which without all that, it's 28. Is that right? 28. Because there's certain ones that I haven't. There's a bunch that I haven't seen, and there's ones that I have seen and met. And I'll talk about one here or there. So you saw Rat, even though it was Stephen Pearcy and Warren DeMartini, Kicks and Megadeth. Yeah. There's a lot of bands that are, I started thinking, well, I saw them and I met them or I know them. I'm like, oh yeah, but they're not on the list. So I'd have to come up with another list. So yeah. Yeah, but if you go down the list, Scorpions, I get 2 points for that one. I've seen them. I've seen them a few times. I saw them on the Blackout tour. Iron Maiden and Girls' School opened up for them when I saw that tour. Then I went up to Chicago area and saw them again on the next tour for Love It for Sting. And then I saw them on the Eye to Eye tour. That's when I interviewed Rudolf Schenker, and I went backstage and hung out with the guys. REO, yes, have seen them and met them. And then Journey, same. As far as Journey is concerned, I've met some of the members. I didn't meet them necessarily, and that's the funny part. I didn't meet them as Journey. Because, okay, I skipped some. So Guns N' Roses, never seen them live. Have never seen Steve Miller Band live. But yeah, Journey, I did not meet them at the concert, but I did meet Jonathan Cain and Neil Schon. Jonathan Cain and Neil Schon were doing Bad English the same night that I met Peter Frampton. I just walked across the street and went to their show and met up with them there. Ken Hensley from Uriah Heep was there at the time, at that night too. So if you go down, Aerosmith, I've never seen Aerosmith live. Skinnerd, I did see them live and hung out with them and actually dropped some of my stuff, like my camera, as we were walking into the dressing room area to go sit down with the drummer at the time, Owen, and Ricky Medlock. We were going in to see them, and here comes Gary Rossington, whoop, right as we stepped in the door, and I'm like, whoop, sorry about that, and I dropped my stuff. So going down the list some more, Fleetwood Mac, I've never seen them live. My wife did see Stevie Nicks, though, not long ago. Rat, I did see them on the I've done this before recently. It's Reach for the Sky. Is that the name of the album? I mean, all I think of is Firehouse now when I think of that. Anyway, it was their third full record. So saw them, and I've met Stephen Pearcy and seen Warren DeMartini. He was there. Oh, hey, and now that I'm looking at it, look, there's my glue that I was looking for yesterday. So just thought I'd let you know I found the glue. I did. I was walking through the other room, and there it was. Next, we have Tom Petty. I did see Tom Petty live, took some photos. They weren't all very good, but I did see him. He and the Heartbreakers tour. Styx, I've seen them so many times and met them many times. Elton John. So I might get a little bit of extra point. Have seen him live. Yes. Did see Elton John live. And I did see Matt Bissonette in the band when we saw him live. And so I have met Matt. He was here on the show, and I hung out with him when he was on tour with Kevin Cronin. You're right. Not Dancing Undercover. It's the next one. What was the name of the one after Dancing Undercover? Why does it escape me all the time? It's just weird. I can think of the songs, City to City, City to City, Way Cool Jr. I can think of a bunch of the songs on it, but I can't. It's just so terrible. I don't know why. I'll just look it up. Rat. It's just so sickeningly weird. Show all. Yeah, Reach for the Sky. I had it right. Yeah, I said it. Okay, no problem. Thank you. But yeah, I got that. All right. So anyway, I saw that tour, took some pictures of them on stage. I had a photo pass and stuff like that, and then met Stephen Pearcy many years after that. So anyway, Pink Floyd, never seen them live. I did see Australian Pink Floyd. So as far as Van Halen is, I did see Van Halen live, and I've met Sammy Hagar. I've hung out with Sammy, hung out with Michael Anthony, and that's it. Never met Eddie, and I haven't met Alex, and I've not met Gary Sharon, and I've not met David Lee Roth. Cheap Trick, I have seen them. That was actually one of the first concerts I saw. It was at like a state fair. I saw them. Stevie Ray Vaughan, never saw him. U2, haven't seen them. ZZ Top, though, I did see them. I saw them for the Eliminator tour. They were having like a tour thing with Sammy Hagar. I don't know if it was like the first show, and Sammy jumped off because he stepped off the billing because they wanted him to open for ZZ Top, and he was like, "I'm not doing that." So that was that. And he stepped off the tour, and we got Crocus opening for ZZ Top. How weird is that? Crocus and ZZ Top. The Rolling Stones, I have seen them live. I have not met any of them. Pat Benatar, I have seen Pat Benatar live multiple times now. Poison, I've seen them live. I've not met any of the members. Boston, I've not seen live. Def Leppard, I have seen live a couple of times, but I haven't met anybody from the band yet. Alice Cooper, I've never seen live, but I have met him. So there's a switcheroo on that one. So I have met Alice Cooper. It's a funny story. There was a video I took not long ago. I have to find it. As I'm driving by the Carpenters Hall here in St. Louis, I went there because they used to have the Keishi blood drive there. And then whoever was in town or could make it, they'd have somebody there. The one time was Neil Schon. That's one of the couple of times that I've met him. He was there when he was doing Hardline. So got to meet them there at Carpenter's Hall. But I met Alice, and there was a gentleman. I was getting ready. I was dressed to go to work. And there was a gentleman in line, had a real nice 35 millimeter camera. And I said, hey, would you, or he asked me, I think, would you mind taking my picture with him? I said, no, as long as you don't mind taking my picture, with him right before, and then I'll take the camera and I'll take a picture of you two. So then he goes, okay. So we get it all worked out. And he says, look, I'll get you the photo, and I work at the gas station here in this place, and I'll give you the, I'll tell you when. And so he had an 8x10 done of that photo. It's great. Then 10 years later, I go to work, and we have a print shop at the job that does in-house printing and things, promotional printing. And I go upstairs to talk to the guys because the one gentleman had come down. He goes, I got a picture I got to show you. He knew Steppenwolf. He'd always hang with Steppenwolf, this kind of thing. And then he goes, I got this photo I got to show you. So I went upstairs and I look at this photo of him and Alice Cooper. I said, dude, that's cool. You know what? I took that picture. He goes, what? I go, I took that picture. Do you remember standing in line? And there was some guy in front of you, and you took his picture, and he took that picture. That was me. So it was so trippy to run back into this guy. What a wild moment. Joan Jett, never seen Joan Jett. Never saw Phil Collins. Haven't seen Billy Squier. I've seen The Who, and that was down at the stadium. It's a funny story that goes along with that. I'll tell you at some other time. But I have never met any of the members. Rush, I have seen live. Never seen Bob Seger. Have seen Bad Company. I've seen them a couple times, but I think just the once. I've never seen Black Crowes live. I've never seen ELO live. I did tick the box for AC/DC because I'm getting ready to see them this next month. Never seen Paul McCartney. I have real close, good friends that have seen Paul McCartney, though. And they loved it. They were really in on it. Black Sabbath, I have seen them. I saw Ozzy. I saw Ozzy outside the Ozfest when he collapsed on stage. But then I saw him again on the Speak of the Devil tour. But Black Sabbath, I saw both Ozzy and Black Sabbath on the Ozfest tour. Eagles, not seen them live. Just saw Bryan Adams, so that one newly counts. Motley Crue, seen them. And then I also put in to my buddy, I said, hey, do I get to count meeting them? Because I did meet John Corabi multiple times, and he was a part of Motley Crue. Never saw Led Zeppelin. I've never seen John Mellencamp live. Bon Jovi. See, this one's a weird one for me because you have to remember some of these bands that went stellar in the 80s, they were just starting out sometimes when I saw them, like Great White. I saw them open for Judas Priest. And I think I saw Bon Jovi early on. opening for someone. And I'm a little hard pressed to remember. It's like I saw Vandenberg on their first album open for Ozzy when they had just put out their first album with Burning Heart on it. Not the same one as Survivor. Never saw Queen. I did see saw Heart on the Brigade tour. It was one of the last concerts they had here at the Muni. I've seen Kansas multiple times, and I've not met the whole band or big bunches of the band, but I did meet John Elefante. He was in Kansas, and I met Phil Ahart, which really, if you think about it, Phil Ahart's like one of the only original members left. So yeah. And then somehow I missed the Doobie Brothers. I have met them, and we went and saw them. That was my brother's 30th birthday present. Kiss, I just saw them recently. I saw them earlier on without makeup, and then I saw them with the makeup. Didn't meet them on the second time, but I did meet them on the first time when Eric Carr was still alive and with them on the Hot in the Shade tour. Billy Idol is coming to town, so I'd like to get him on the show and have a chance to meet him. So that box could get ticked a couple of times when I do that. So yeah. So that is that. Let me know in the comments down below how you scored on this, and give me 2 scores. Give me a flat out, you get a point for every band you've seen live. However, extra credit if you've met a member of the band. Let's just put it that way. If you met a member of the band, like a real original member. So like if I say that, or somebody who's recorded, let's do it that way. Somebody who's recorded with the band on an album, that would be good. So anyway, yeah. Little Angels are getting fired up. They're getting, I think, I'm trying to remember if they've started their tour already. Let's see if we can find out. I just saw a post this morning on Facebook about it. Little Angels tour. There it is. Legendary UK hard rock band Little Angels have reunited for their first live shows in 13 years. Their 16-date UK tour, titled Big Bad and Back, runs through November of 26, and features their full original lineup alongside special guest Luke Morley. The dates, let's see, starting November 9th in Dublin and concluding on November 29th in London. I don't know if they did I don't know what they were, maybe I'll have to see. Yeah, the key tour dates are Dublin on the 9th of November, and then the next night in Belfast, and then they go to Glasgow in Scotland there on the 12th, and then they finish up in London at the O2 Forum in Kentish Town 29th of November. So I wish I could go over and do that. It's my birthday month, and that's right in with my birthday. I don't know why I gotta say it like that, because it's the UK. I should say it's my birthday. Stupid. Yeah. So check out some of their music. It's fantastic. I hope we get some new music from these guys. That'd be great to get a full album. Now, let's get over. We have to do a playlist. So let's check what we have here. Something that's not too bloated. I have some bloated set lists. These playlists, man, they're fat sometimes, which is why I started doing these that are smaller. Let's see what we have here. There's one I did. It's called Bags of Fun, but it's got 93 songs. That's what I'm talking about. It's got 93 songs in it. And then there's some that I do that just have a band, you know, like Bon fucking Jovi. I got that one. And yeah. Let's see what we have. I made a playlist for a friend of mine the other day. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. There would be, I guess it would be under N, wouldn't it? All right, so let me see if I can find it. I'm sure I can. Come on. Let's wrap this up. Yep, here it is. So my friend texted me, and we were just chatting real quick. This is a 13 songs. It's a nice little playlist. So she had to drive from where she lives to go visit her sister, which is, 20, 25 minutes. So I made up a playlist, and she goes, what should be I don't know. She just threw a thing out there I wasn't expecting. She's like, what would be the song for the day? Give me a song for the day. And I'm like, how about Blue Light by David Gilmour? And then she told me what she was doing, visiting her sister. And I said, well, let me just put a playlist together for you. So I did. And here we go. It's The Break Song by Joe Perry Project. It's from the album Let the Music Do the Talkin', the first one that they did. Then Blue Light by David Gilmour from the About Face album right after that, because I told her that song is awesome, but also that there are 2 Pete Townsend tunes on there. So I put All Lovers Are Deranged. And then End of the World I had to put on there by Gary Moore. It's from his Corridors of Power album, and it's called End of the World. I had to use that one because we were sitting in her little breakfast nook when I visit her in high school and go to her house where she lived with her parents. That's the family house. And we were sitting in the little breakfast nook area, and this song comes on, and it was guitar solo, smoking hot. Gary Moore, End of the World. Marseille, put that down by Angel City. Fool for Your Lovin' by Whitesnake. A Little Is Enough, which is one of my all-time favorite romantic tunes. Yeah, like if you're a romantic, that's the song, man. A Little Is Enough. I'm trying to think of some of the lyrics. Yeah, I mean, everything is just, you're the best. You're amazing. Just like a connoisseur of champagne cognac, the perfume nearly beats the taste. I'd eat an oyster, but I feel the contact. But more than one would be a waste. Some people want an endless line, that's true, but all I have to have is a little time with you. A smile sets me reeling, a kiss feels like stealing. Your love is like heroin, this addict is mellowing. I can't pretend that I'm tough, because a little is enough. Too Hot to Handle by UFO. From the Lights Out album that I just got. Stone Cold by Rainbow. Sail on Sail Away by Moxie. Moxie once had a different singer at one point, and it was Mike Reno, who ended up in Loverboy. Zebra, Tell Me What You Want. Last Chance by Shooting Star, and I just showed you the vinyl last night, and you saw it in the intro today. Crash and Burn by Pat Travers. So that's a nice little 13-track playlist there. So I called it Nita's Custom Music Box 1. So I'll have to do that again for her at some point. Yikes. There's more to do, always more to do. Here's some of the recommended songs they say I could throw on here. Who's Behind the Door by Zebra. Rock the Nation by Montrose. Closer by The Firm. I own that song, but I'm not familiar with it. Bad Motor Scooter, I sing that song by Montrose. Teaser, Tommy Bolin. I used to play that song with my friend Guy. Make It Last, also that's the third song they're suggesting from that first Montrose album. One More Chance by Zebra, also from their first album. All the King's Horses by The Firm. I remember that tune. I have the single for it, I think, or something. Breakout by Shooting Star and Lights Out. Ooh, I'm smelling an Out theme. the outhouse rock. Shut your frickin' mouth. I'm going to have to do that. You got breakout, lights out, blackout, out of touch. Wow, that's going to be great. All right. I'll put those together. I'll do the outhouse tapes. That's what we'll call it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it though. So thanks for stopping in, and we'll be doing the interview with Dale Titus on Tuesday afternoon. So get ready for that. I'll be posting that tomorrow, and we'll be all set. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of the evening. I have no idea why I can't talk all of a sudden, and just have a fantastic morning tomorrow and a day. It's soon going to be here. It's going to be the weekend. It's going to be the work week. I mean, yeah. Oh, remember, when you step out your door every day, you're not in you're in everybody else's world. They're not in yours. When you step out the door every day, you're in everybody else's world. They're not in yours. So act accordingly, please. Videos on that to come. So thanks again for stopping in. Thanks again for chiming in. If there's things you want to talk about, let me know down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you like what's going on here, if you dig it. And if you want it to get better, let me know, because maybe you think it sucks. Not that I care. But there's ways I can make it better. I know. So yeah, with that, have a great rest of the evening. One more time. I'll see you on the other side of the storm. All right, guys. A good rockin' bye-bye. Take it easy.
You're gone, man.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me, mate?